Hello and welcome to Engineering Simple. In this quick video, I'll talk about how to use the X to R ratio. So why would you need to know how to use this XR ratio? Sometimes you might be given an impedance and an X to R ratio. So obviously to do some calculations, you need to know the resistance and the reactance. So if we look at the triangle, we can derive the formula from the triangle. So tan theta is X over R, then X is just R times tan theta. And we know impedance Z is resistance plus J times reactance. Then I can just replace X with this value here from this equation. Then I can factor out R, so it's R times 1 plus J times tan theta. And I can also replace tan theta here with X over R. Or you can just directly write Z is R plus J times X, then just factor out R, assuming the resistance is not 0. So that's another way you can do it. And to take the amplitude of Z, it's equal to R times the square root of 1 plus X divided by R quantity squared. And from here, from this equation, also the resistance is the magnitude of the impedance divided by square root of 1 plus quantity X divided by R squared. So here's a quick example. Sometimes you might be given something like this: impedance is 6%, and impedance of transformer, a line, or whatever the problem is, and the X to R ratio is 10. So from the previous equation, we know resistance is the magnitude of impedance divided by this quantity here. So if I just plug in the numbers, I get resistance is 0.597%. And if I use this equation here, now since I know I have two unknowns, X and R, now I figured out R, I can figure out X. So that's what I'm doing here basically. From this equation here, X is equal to 10 times resistance, so replace the resistance with its value. You get the reactance is 5.97%. Or if you want to use the other formula, we know Z is R plus J times X. Or if you want to write it in magnitude, the magnitude of the impedance is the square root of R squared plus X squared. And so from this, you can derive that X is equal to the square root of magnitude of impedance squared minus the resistance squared. So you get the same value basically. Thank you, and hope you find this short video useful.